Hi, it's me. I'm back for another cooking video. Here I am. Tonight is going to be interesting because this might be the most intricate video or intricate cooking video I've ever done. Intricate in terms of what I'm making. Yeah, I'm going to make... Okay, before I tell you what I'm going to make, this may or may not work because what I'm making, I need to simmer it for an hour. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to edit because I can't make an hour and a half video. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the beginning part in film, and then I'm just gonna let it film, because if I stop it and record again, it's going to be two separate videos. So I'm just going to let it film, and for like an hour, hopefully my phone can record all that, and then I'll figure out how to edit it. So this may or may not end up on YouTube. If I can't figure out how to edit it, I'll have to either figure out how to edit or make something else next time. Yeah, so tonight I'm making beef stroganoff. Wait a minute. Stroganoff. Beef stroganoff. I mispronounced it. It's not stroganoff, it's beef stroganoff. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'll make the beef. So what I have to do is I have to like kind of cook the beef a little bit and put in these green onions, and then I think I wrote the recipe down. I have to stir in the flour and some beef broth, and then I let it, it's mustard, and then I let it sit for an hour. So I'm going to do all that. So hopefully this video will be, if I can do all that and I figure out how to edit it, the video should only be 20 minutes or less. So what I thought I would do is that I would make the first part and tell you about some giant squid facts. Since I'm wearing this snugly fitting sexy shirt of mine, sexy because I have this, it's like a, exposing my glorious chest hair of a giant squid battling a sperm whale. Yes, sperm whales being the only natural predator of giant squids, and they actually dive down looking for giant squids, because that's quite the meal for a sperm whale, that much squid. Yeah, so I'm drinking Old Milwaukee Ice tonight, which I think I showed you in another video. So if the editing works out, this recipe calls for a third of a cup of white wine. So by the time I come back, I'll probably be drinking a glass of white wine by that point, if the editing works out. So, So yeah, so I think what I'll do, I don't know if this is going to work or not. This is like a recipe. I gotta add flour. I bought a bag of flour, which I don't think I've ever bought before, which will come in handy for future maybe baking videos. So that'll be interesting. If I figure out how to edit, maybe I can do some baking. So I'm going to heat the pan. I don't think I bought the right meat for this. It said I needed 2 pounds of ground beef chuck, which I couldn't find or figure out what that was. So I just bought beef strips, like I used in my past videos for my little corn tortilla. What did I make? I can't remember what I made. Little corn tortilla things that were delicious. So we're going to heat the pan. So let's heat the pan while I'm chopping these up, and glasses off. They said to just use the ends of the onion, so I'm gonna cut off all these little, looks like sea anemones. I can never pronounce that word. You know, the things in the ocean that look like this. Yeah. So let's cut. Maybe I'll cut off individually so I don't cut off too much onion. It's also like 9 o'clock on a Monday night. I've been busy. Yeah, so here we are. So it's Monday night right now. Depending on if I can figure out how to edit this video, this might not go up until like Tuesday or Wednesday, so who knows. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, okay, so get rid of these. And that's the fun of making these videos. Like right now I'm just recording myself. Like, it's not like I'm live streaming. So if I can't figure out how to do this, then I'll just, you know, try something else. But hopefully this will work out. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'll use this much onion, and what am I gonna put that in though? Actually, okay. This is what I'm gonna do. This is for the recipe right here. And I'm just gonna chop up the rest because I have sour cream for this recipe too. So maybe, I probably won't make a video of it, but maybe at some point I'll make like baked potatoes with sour cream and chives, which I think these are also known as chives, maybe? Yeah, so let's cut this up. Actually, or do I wanna, you know what, in the interest of time, I won't chop all this up. Okay, let's put this. I don't know why I threw away the bag that I used for those onions when I bought them, and the little elastics that were around them. I threw those out. So now I just have loose onions in my fridge. So I'll figure that out later. So let's cut this up. These onions. Guess I'll just slice them. Do that. Oh yeah, giant squid facts. This is why the videos are so long. I stop cooking and chat. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Let me know in the comments below. Do you mind a longer video where I'm just talking to you, or do you want like a 10-minute video? Let me know. We'll do a little poll. Also, I only say this because I just figured this out myself lately. The little bell, the notification button, I didn't know this, but I recently did it for videos I subscribe to on YouTube. If you go to the bell and you hit all notifications, it lets you know when I post a new video. It pops up in your phone, which is amazing. Yeah, so then you're not like, oh, look, a new video Rob made. It just pops up on your phone and lets you know. Yeah, so if you want to do that, you'll know when I'm making these fun little videos. Okay, onions are cut. That's smoking. I'm gonna put the beef in. That's one. I think I bought too much beef. It's just not really fitting in very well. I bought too much beef. But I know it. I know this beef shrinks, so maybe it's just the right amount. Once again, I thought I had everything I needed. You can't really see, but see, I put everything out here, all the stuff, all the ingredients I needed, but I forgot this. I flipped the beef. I was gonna flip it individually, but I know Jeff would be like, just flip it all at once, you're driving me nuts. So okay. So that's in. I'm gonna wash the beef off my hands. You know what I need to do? I just thought of as I was washing my hands there. I need to get like a soap dispenser. I mean, I have dish soap, but I need to get like a soap dispenser there so I can just go there and wash my hands instead of going to the bathroom. But yeah, things for the future. So, we're just browning the beef here. I'm starting to think maybe I should have flipped it individually because now I really can't tell what's cooked and what's not. Yes. Okay. That up a bit. Okay, so it's pretty much shrinking already, so. Okay. So then it says move it aside. I mean, I don't have to be too worried about it because it has to cook for an hour anyway. So move it aside. What does it say? Cook the onions for 4 minutes. So let's put those in. Okay, so those are cooking. I just don't want my smoke alarm to go off on a Monday night when my neighbors are, probably going to bed, getting ready for work tomorrow. Okay, I'm just going to turn that down. I really need to thank you all for watching this because you've really motivated me to basically learn how to cook. I really enjoy making these videos as long as they are, we're at 15 minutes. How do we get to 15 minutes already? So much for 20 minutes. Yeah, but I really appreciate you watching. I mean, you've really motivated me. I get excited. You've motivated me to learn how to cook. I look forward to what I can make next for your viewing pleasure. Yeah, also, right now, I am not as intoxicated as I was in the last video. I've only had... How many of these have I had? Yeah, this is only my third one. In the last video, I think I had 8 beer before I started even filming, so... So So some videos I'll be a little bit more drunk than other videos. But yeah. So those are going. So, while those are cooking, the next thing is flour. Okay. So while I'm opening this flour, oh my goodness, this is heavy. So what did I tell you? Sperm whales are the only natural predators of giant squid, and they dive down looking for them into like 3,000 feet down. Like no sunlight, complete darkness. Giant squids have the largest eyes of any creature on Earth. So they can pretty much, as Christopher Walken would say, see in the dark. Yeah, and I think the sperm whales use echolocation to kind of find them. So that's what they do. Sperm whales are the largest whales with teeth. And then after that, every other whale has like, I think it's called baleen, like the filter, kind of like blue whales and stuff. That it's not cartilage, whatever they have. They're filter feeder. They're filter feeders. So they, krill and stuff. Every time I go to open this flour comes out of it. Yeah. So is it then? Okay, it's just simmering away there. Giant squids are also the largest invertebrates on Earth, which means they don't have a backbone. They have a donut-shaped brain. If I forget one of these facts, my friends who know me are going to be like, I can't believe Rob forgot the giant squid fact, because ever since I saw 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea when I was in grade 3, when the Nautilus floats down and then starts up again, and then the tentacles are like that, I was hooked. Speaking of hooked, giant squid suckers, around each sucker, they have like a little ring of like hooks. So not only do they suction to you, they kind of grip to you too. They have a parrot-like beak that rotates 360 degrees, so they basically just rip chunks off of you if one grabbed you. And their throats are basically like lined with, not teeth, but like a serrated edge. So they pretty much just puree you into mush when they eat you. What's about giant squid? I think that's everything. I know there's more. I know I'm just drawing a blank right now, but what is going on here? Oh, I thought there was another packaging, but it's just like the flour just took on the shape of the bag. So I think of any more facts, I will let you know as this video goes on. I'm sure I will. I'll be like, how did I forget that? Giant squid are also found all over the world. They just swim down deep, and they start out as little squid, and then they grow like really fast. I think they only live, like 3 to 5 years. Like, they don't live long. 4 tablespoons of flour. Now, this is a half tablespoon. So, it says mix it in. So, push that aside. Oh, that smells good already. So, I'm going to 4 tablespoons, which means 8. That's in. I have flour everywhere. You think I was making a baking video. Okay, then you Okay, you stir it in a bit. Okay, that sort of made a paste, so I'm wondering if I even did that right. So pour the beef broth in and then bring to a boil. So we gotta do that. Move that over a bit. So there's mini squids that are very large, but the giant squid is its own species. They grow on average 60 feet in length. That's like a school bus, pretty much on average. There's a squid that was discovered not too long ago, like years ago, like it wasn't like yesterday. In the Arctic, called the colossal squid. Now, the colossal squid is the heaviest squid that's ever been discovered, but it's not as long as the giant squid. But it's pretty much similar. It has more of like a larger body, stouter tentacles. But the crazy thing about the colossal squid is that besides the ring of like little hooks around each suction cup, it also has one big hook in the middle of each suction cup, so like a talon. So like almost like a bunch of giant fish hooks clutching you. So wouldn't that be horrible? That's why I don't go in the ocean. Like, that'd be terrifying. Okay, the beef broth is in. I don't think I can talk and cook at the same time. That's why these videos are so long. Okay, so now it says bring to a boil. So I'll turn the heat up really high here. I feel like you kind of need to come along with me for this one. Are we looking at the... Okay, here we go. This might be like the worst idea ever, but oh my goodness, I just spilled some. So here we are, bringing this to a boil. Is this gonna boil? Everything's in there. Okay, you know what? Instead of just constantly stirring it and having you watch it, I'm just gonna let that, it's gonna eventually come to a boil, I guess. Yeah. So I hope you've all been well. Yeah, so besides giant squid, I just find the ocean fascinating. So many creatures live down there. So many things yet to be discovered. There's a research ship called the Nautilus. I'm pretty sure it's named after the submarine from the Jules Verne novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, with Captain Nemo. But what they do is like each season in the summer months, they go to like a different part of the world, and they have like 2 unmanned submersibles that go down, and so they have the one like below kind of looking at the ocean floor, and then they have the one up here making sure that it doesn't get tangled up in anything. The deepest it can go is 14,000 feet. And what they do is that they stream it live on the internet. So what the scientists are watching on board the ship is what you're seeing on the internet when they go live and stream. So the deepest dive I ever watched was like 13,800 and something feet. Like, and it looked like the moon. Like, it looked like space down there. Like, the fish they were filming looked like dinosaurs. It was incredible. There was hardly any plant life at all. And so no sunlight gets, like, these creatures were probably seeing light from the submersible for the first time ever in their lives. Yeah, so this deep sea research vessel. I do believe his name is Dr. Robert Ballard. He is the one. He's like the chief scientist. He's the man who discovered the Titanic and tube worms. Tube worms are these giant deep sea worms that live next to volcanic vents in the bottom of the ocean. It's incredible. Yeah, look up tube worms. They're pretty crazy. Oh, we're at a boil. So, once it's at a boil, I bring it down to a simmer. Is that all I have to do right now, I think? Where's my recipe? How do I make this? I have this written on the back of, like, gum cardboard. Lower heat. Oh, I gotta stir in the mustard. And then this is where I simmer it for an hour. Okay, how much mustard? A teaspoon of mustard. So I gotta stir in a teaspoon of mustard. I think this is a teaspoon. And then cover and simmer for an hour. So it is 28 minutes right now. I don't know what time it is. I'll figure that out in a second. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so hopefully this works, because I feel like this has been a pretty fun video so far. Yeah, but if it doesn't work, then I'm just talking to myself and recording myself. So I'm gonna go, what am I gonna do for an hour? I can't use my phone if it's recording. Oh my goodness, I never thought about that. I'm gonna find something to do for an hour. I'll go play Fortnite. Okay, so hopefully this works. Hopefully I was able to edit this, and right now you're watching me going from talking right now to me saying, okay, I'm back. If it worked, the editing, you'll know. And if it didn't work, I guess you'll never see this video because it'll be way too long. Okay. Hopefully I will see you in an hour. Okay, I'm gonna grab my beer and wait, can I play Fortnite though? Because it'll be the sounds of the Fortnite in the background. Okay, we're back. Hopefully the editing worked, and you will see me suddenly here. I really don't know how I'm gonna edit. I should probably invest in some editing software, because I know there's, it's like editing software for, to do this. I'm gonna have to look it up and try to do it on my phone. I think I just need to cut out the hour that this has been simmering. That's what I need to do. Still in the same can of beer. Actually, this might have been another can of beer. I haven't drank that much more. I mean, I think I've had, this is like, when I was drinking before, this is like the next can. So it's not like I've had like 10 since before. But, you know, I still have cans left, so I never got to the glass of wine, which is probably good since it's a Monday night and I have to work tomorrow night or tomorrow, and I'm already mixed up. Yeah. So, the recipe says 5 minutes before the hour is up, I need to add the rest of the ingredients. And while I was getting ready, I started boiling the noodles. I think you're supposed to have like the twirly noodles for beef stroganoff, but I have these like little tube noodles. I don't know what they're called. So those are going. Those are boiling. So yeah, so let's add the rest of the ingredients to the beef stroganoff. And I never thought about this, but I mean, it's just beef strips. They were pretty much browned, pretty good. You know, when it was simmering and stuff. So I'm sure they're cooked. Like, and it's not like raw hamburger, so I should be okay. I'm always nervous about the meat. Oh, speaking of meat, I know I said in another video that I was going to do a vegetarian dish. I was looking up the recipe for hodgepodge, which is like a Nova Scotia dish. And I think that's vegetarian. There might be cream or milk in it, which, depending on how vegetarian you are, might not work for you, but I think it's just all vegetables. So probably soon I'll try to make that. Yeah. Another Nova Scotia dish is a dessert called blueberry grunt, which I'll try to make sometime in the future. Yeah, okay. So let's do this. So, is it still... Okay, I need to add... Okay, so... I need to add the white wine. Cup of white wine. Let's do that. So that's in. Or not a cup, sorry, it's a third of a cup. The mushrooms, put those in. Okay. Those are in. There's a lot of noodles in this pot. I can barely stir them. I just put the whole bag in. I was like, well, let's just use the whole bag. So those are cooking. Okay, and I need third of a cup of sour cream. So let's do that. I'm really starting to understand cooking. This is why people cook, because I'm looking forward to this so much, even though it's taking this an hour and a half to make. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I think the secret is, like, I had some sweet chili heat Doritos before this, so I wasn't, you know, fainting from hunger before I made this, and so that kind of, okay, it's probably more than a third of a cup, but let's do it. Mmm. Like a big spoonful of sour cream. I love sour cream. I always forget how much I love sour cream. This makes me think of nachos and like baked potato. Yeah. So, add that. Oh, this is really boiling. Okay, salt and pepper. I don't know how much, but that seems to be enough. Put those back in the cupboard. Have a sip of beer. Mmm. Ooh. Okay. So I'm really not sure if I made this correctly or not. It looks kind of like I did it correctly. So that, stir this again. Guessing the beef is done. Yeah, beef's done. Okay. All right, so I guess this is. I guess this is it. Are these done? Yeah, those are pretty much done. Okay, so there's a good large bowl for this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so turn that off. Drain the noodles. The noodle just went on the floor. Isn't it funny when you're trying to shake, like, whether you're making Kraft dinner or like noodles like this from the colander, you're always trying to like, there's just that sweet spot where if you do it too quick, it just goes over the sides. And you gotta kind of just like, oh, like, you know, and then it goes in and you're fine. Okay, so, here we go. Big gulp of beer. We'll do some noodles. I think I'll use this for the noodles. We'll just kind of spoon them in. So I think with editing, this should be, like right now we're at an hour and a half. So hopefully I can edit this and, oh, it might be over 20 minutes. It might be half an hour. I'm going to try to get down to half an hour again. Putting these noodles in my bowl. Noodle bowl. Gee, the noodle spooning into the bowl is 10 minutes in itself. Okay, so the noodles. Take the noodles off the heat. And we'll put this in. There. I don't have any clean forks, so I'm gonna use a spoon. I think I just made beef stroganoff for the first time in my life. I've only ever eaten this as a microwave dinner. It smells amazing. It smells like, mainly it smells like sour cream. Yeah, so here we go. This is it. Beef stroganoff, can you see it? We got the noodles, we got the beef, we got the mushrooms, the little bit of onions in there somewhere. I'm kind of amazed I made this. This is probably the most difficult thing I've made. I mean, I think the Scottish breakfast was the most difficult thing before this because there were so many things going on at once, the smoke alarm and stuff. But I don't mean to sound conceited, but I'm kind of impressed that I've actually pulled this off. So hopefully I can edit this video and it works because I really want to show this to you guys. Yeah, so let's do it. The old yogurt orgasm response. Okay, so let's get some noodles. We got some mushroom and some beef. Or one noodle. I mean, you need more than one noodle. That's good enough. Graceful. Oh yeah, so good. Oh, that's amazing. Wow. I'm really starting to understand cooking now. This is delicious. I think it's half deliciousness and half that you're impressed with yourself that you made it. I think I'm starting to get it. All right, everyone. I really hope I figured out how to edit this so I can show this to you because this is really good. And I feel like this was a fun video with the giant squid facts and everything. Sorry, I'm eating and talking at the same time. Yeah, so once again, I appreciate you. I really thank you for tuning in. I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, everyone. Bye.